Something happened last week and I decided to share. So for this client, we processed a visa, a Canadian visa for her 3 years ago. She used the visa and of course, this time around she decided to travel to use the visa for visiting. And when she got to the port of entry, they were asking her some questions she could not find answers to. And everything was on her phone. So if you've worked with me before, if you've worked with Bet Like a Queen, you will know that we always send you your form. To some point, like some clients will just say, okay, we trust you, just do anything you think and then submit. I will say, no, you have to confirm your details are accurate. Just because of situations like this, because you will not always have access to me. You might travel. I don't need to know each time you're traveling. She was sending us messages on WhatsApp, and the time she was sending messages was past our official hours. And of course, nobody will be there to respond. So she was calling, she was sending messages. She used those 3 years ago, so she doesn't know that things has changed. If there's an emergency, you send a mail. So a mail is faster for response. So she was just calling the WhatsApp, she was sending messages, and by the time we got there in the morning, we saw a message, and then we decided to call her back. And she said, oh, there's no need anymore. They're sending me back home. She said they booked their ticket back. And when they book your ticket back, if they're the one paying for your ticket back home, that means you might not be able to enter that country for the next 5 years. I was like, wow. I said, stand up now. I've sent you your form. Go and meet them that you have your form with you. And just explain to them that it's 3 years ago. You don't really understand what is there. And the question they asked that is very simple. They asked that how much did you put on your form? How much did you say you're going to spend on this trip? So she didn't, it's 3 years ago, so she didn't understand it. And the officer was kind enough to listen to her, to just check the form. They asked for her login, she was able to provide it, and they allowed her in. Imagine if she was sent back home. That means for 5 years, she won't be able to go to Canada with her little one, which is quite traumatizing, So that's it. If you're traveling soon, just know your application. Make sure you know what is on your form. Make sure you know your application, because it's your details. If you've worked with me before, it's your details we put. We don't add anything. We don't form anything. So it's simply your details. So just make sure you know your form. So I decided to share for whoever that is traveling soon. Some people focus on the wrong thing. If you're traveling soon, know your application. And for our clients, of course, we always prepare them for port of entry. So that they don't have those kind of issues. But for anybody that wants to travel on their own, just make sure you know your application. There's more to travel. Some people, when they get the visa, they feel, oh, I've done the hardest part. Visa is the easiest part of travel. So if you know, right?